welcome to this very special episode of a quiz show on Pushing 40-Bit. Today we are playing a Half-Life quiz because the game of the month is Black Mesa, which is Half-Life based, as we all know. And I will slowly be turning into a zombie throughout the course of this quiz, unless it falls off.
Jump by the crowbar.
Aren't we all?
And today they are playing for the luxurious prize of this Half-Life notebook, very conveniently labeled so that you know exactly what the prize is.
If you didn't know what it was.
I want that.
Okay.
All right.
So are the rules no penalty for dinging?
I turned off the penalties so,
right.
so you can guess as not as much as you want, but feel free
Once.
to guess on every question. Yeah.
Good.
There are only 25 questions, so this one is a shorter quiz than most of them, but you guys know Half-Life a little better. That does mean I put in some tricky questions just to make it hard. So.
And we are tied at 2 apiece, right?
2
I think
apiece.
so.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
this is our 5th quiz.
You won Mass Effect,
And
the Christmas one. And I won History and
Mario. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
which is surprising for a person who barely got a Nintendo
I
medal.
couldn't even remember what all of them were, even though I wrote them. But, you know,
Good
whatever.
job. Good job.
Yeah, and for those of us that haven't seen us, we have a playlist. Go back and watch all our quizzes. We're all using this app. I'm going to make some changes to this app sooner than later, but, you know,
Yeah.
here we go. Okay. It's because I hit redetect gamepads instead of start quiz, because I'm brilliant. All right. In what year was Half-Life released?
I have a guess.
I do too.
Was it 96, 98, 2000, or Chernobyl was 86, right? Yep. It was 1998, released in all its beautiful low-def glory.
Amazing.
All right. What was Valve's very first game? Very first. Artifact, Half-Life, Team Fortress, Classic, or Ricochet?
Oh.
I was like, I don't know what Artifact is, so maybe it's that.
Artifact is a fairly new game, actually. So it was Half-Life. You guys just overthought it. Yeah, Half-Life in 98, Team Fortress 99, Ricochet 2000, and then Artifact is one of their newer card games.
Got it.
For such a garbage game that Ricochet was, it took them 2 years to make it. Or to release it.
I love Ricochet. It's a silly game, but I get a big kick out of it.
Isn't it like the Tron discs you throw at each
Yeah,
other,
and
kind
you
of?
can decapitate each other.
Ooh.
It's excellent. I highly recommend playing it. It might even be included inside of Sven's co-op. I can't remember for sure. All right. What was Half-Life going to be named originally? Hard one here. Aperture, Quiver, Zen Labs, or Get a Life?
Nope.
Oh. It was going to be named Quiver. And
Why?
the protagonist was going to look like that. That was he's often called Beta Gordon in the models, but he's referred to as Ivan the Space Biker, lovingly by the development team.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was based on the Quake engine, so Quiver and Quake. Very clever.
Okay.
And so then they were going to name the complex the Arrowhead complex that you had to escape because Quiver and Arrowhead. So it was all very clever, but they decided to do something else.
Okay. Yeah. It's a very interesting model.
Yeah. And you can still beat him if you play the multiplayer Half-Life stuff. So like I launched Sven co-op and was playing as Ivan the Space Biker.
Awesome.
Or again, Beta Gordon is what he's
I would
called.
say he looks more like a Viking than a biker.
Yeah. All right, Half-Life was the highest-selling FPS for 13 years. What 2011 game unseated it? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Dead Space 2, Gears of War 3, and Duke Nukem Forever. Nice.
I just remember how popular that game was.
Oh yeah. And these are all 2011 games, even Duke Nukem Forever, which was a horrible, horrible game. Unlike Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which was very popular. What was the name of the research facility where Freeman worked? Anomalous Materials Lab, Black Mesa, Lambda Complex, or...
That was just a...
Yeah. I was like,
It has nothing to do with the game we're playing right now, is titled.
Is this as straightforward
Sure.
as we think?
Well, I mean, I tried to make it a little tricky at least, because he does work in the Anomalous Materials Lab
Right.
inside of Black Mesa, which is inside of the Lambda Complex inside of Black Mesa. So, you know, I tried to at least throw some curveballs in there, but yeah, you guys knew that.
We are smart.
The Black Mesa Research Facility.
Didn't that logo come from Black Mesa? Like, I never saw that logo in the original game, did I?
Nah, I think it's been around.
I think when you went up to the overworld, outside of the building, when you're like in the red landscape looking at the buildings, I think there was a Black Mesa logo.
Because I remember this logo is much more prominent in the new
Yes.
Black Mesa, but I don't remember it. But also, it
I
was,
could
If
be
it's-
misremembering though, because I had to go back. and
If
play
it's
the
not, it's definitely in Half-Life 2. Because
Yes.
I remember merch back then having that logo and stuff.
Yeah. It's definitely in Half-Life 2. I think it's in Half-Life 1. I just don't think it's...
I feel like it would be.
But, yeah, who knows? Gotta go back and play it. My memory's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
The Black Table.
C.
Might be joking about
Edutainment.
that name later. In what state is the Black Mesa Research Facility?
Oh, gosh, I hit the button too fast.
New Mexico or denial? Well done.
Okay.
It is indeed in New Mexico, unlike Area 51 in Nevada.
Thank you for that map.
Yeah, I figured that was helpful.
Very.
How many words does Gordon Freeman say in Half-Life 1? 0, 1, 2, or do guards count? What about banging crowbars in Morse code? Yep, 0. He is the silent protagonist, little Mr. Zippermouth.
Which is the best way to do it.
I agree. I think it's a good way to not muddy the waters and you get to play him as you want.
That's why you're pants.
Yeah.
You slip him on and play as him.
Yep. You want to hit people with the crowbar because you're a jerk? Great. You want to be nice to everybody? Great.
It's a full suit. It's not just pants.
No, Gordon is pants.
From what institution did Freeman get his PhD in theoretical physics? Dartmouth, Harvard, MIT, or Salt Lake Community College?
Slick.
Yeah, it was indeed from Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I can never remember what MIT stands for until I look it up. I forget every time. I don't know why.
I've been there a few times. I was driving by, not like going there, because I'm sure they'd look at my transcript and laugh.
Yeah.
All right, Freeman is known very well for his HEV suit, but what does HEV stand for? Habitat Energy Shield, Harmful Effectiveness Suppression, Hazardous Environment Suit, or Heroic Epididymis Stud?
Did you notice, this is probably too much about the actual podcast we're going to do, but there's no power jumping in Black Mesa.
There is power jumping in Black Mesa.
Have I not gotten there yet?
I don't know where you are, so...
Huh. Interesting.
But yes, there is power jumping, and it's way better than the original. Sorry, I will stop talking about that. Spoilers. That is for the podcast, so join us on March 1st when we do that.
I think I know what you mean, but we'll see.
How many different faces are there for the security
Ooh.
guards? 1, 3, 5, or I just got lost in Barney's eyes and can remember no one else. Yeah, there's only one. This is a little bit misleading, though, because there is a high-quality model pack. So if you play Half-Life 1 in Sven's co-op, it by default is that high-quality model pack. And in there, it's a different face than this one. I didn't verify that all of them have that same different face, but it is a different face, so you could debatably say 2. So I didn't put 2 in the answers, just in case.
Oh man, we're tied.
All right, what is the name of the event that happens after Freeman inserts the specimen? Biphasic collision, interdimensional shift, resonance cascade, or the graviton pulse near the subspace rupture?
All good.
If only I had a good Picard accent, I would have done that one, but you know, I don't. So, yeah, it was the resonance cascade. Somehow I knew you guys were going to do pretty well at this quiz, but you know, again, I tried to slip in some hard ones. How many different faces are there for the scientists?
Oh.
2, 4, 6, or Eli Vance was looking at me funny. I think he knows Alex and I flirt in the future. Oh, well done. It is indeed 4. And they are labeled Glasses, Einstein, Luther, and Slick. Even though Glasses obviously has a name later on in the series, but I'm not going to say it yet because that might pass. Which fictional unit of Marines did Freeman encounter? Etso, Hecu, Irut, or X-Files? Just send in Mulder and Scully. Ooh, well done. That was a hard one. I tried to make it.
Didn't know that.
I tried to make them all plausible, but it is.
I had to. You see that acronym?
Yep, it is indeed the HECU, the Hazardous Environment Combat Unit.
There's 4 faces.
Freeman works his way from the lambda code to the surface. How many soldiers make it to the core? 0, 1, 2, or just the digested remains of one brave soldier? Well done, yeah. None of them actually make it down to the core. The first time you see them is in the mission We've Got Hostiles,
Right.
which is when you've made it up to the surface, you can see out the window, you can see outside, but then you get routed deeper into the facility because you can't get through that blast door.
And the scientist tries to get out the blast door, if I'm not mistaken. And he gets puttied, or
He tries to get out the blast door, but the blast door's closed, and so he opens the new door, which is like deeper into the unit, and yeah, he gets
because there's a tripwire there.
blasted right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Just to let you know how serious it is, and he doesn't even have a red shirt until after.
Ah,
Oh, but I'm bummed.
blood.
True or false, there's a censored version where human enemies were replaced with robots.
That's true.
It is indeed true. There's the side-by-side screenshot. So it was basically that in Germany they were going to slap it with, I can't remember the exact name, it's like UK S18 or something like that, but it's basically rated R, and it means that it can't be sold in most of the stores, and it can't be advertised to minors, and it basically is death to the game, so they're like, okay, we'll change it for you.
Huh.
In this, they also, none of the scientists die, none of the soldiers die, they just get hurt, lean against the wall, and ooze yellow, which apparently is okay. I'd be slightly concerned if that's bile or urine, but, you know.
It's hurt juice.
Far grosser.
What do I know? Which console was Half-Life 1 ported to in 2001? Which is the first time it was ported to a console. The Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, Xbox, or Super Nintendo?
Nope.
No. So it was, you guys were both very close. It was attempted to be ported to Dreamcast in 2001, but they realized that the Dreamcast was about to die and they canceled it. They pulled the plug.
Oh, interesting.
They reused a lot of that code to then port it to the PlayStation 2. And then eventually in 2003 they did port it to the Xbox, but that was a couple years later. So yeah, there you have the lovely cover for the PlayStation 2.
Run, think, shoot,
Spanish,
live.
That's right. Corre, piensa, dispara, vive. Half-Life. Because apparently, titles are always in English. Who is this dapper scientist?
Oh, he's dapper, and that's the wrong image.
It is Dr. Isaac Kleiner. These other people are all in there, except for the 14th Doctor, who, of course, is in Doctor Who.
But that's an image from...
It is an image from the second one, just because it's a little bit clearer. Yes, he...
a little bit clear, there's more than 6 pixels on it.
Well, and it is the first time he was named, actually. So in Half-Life 1, he was not named Isaac Kleiner, he was still named Glasses, right? But yeah, he's based on Ted Kort, I think is how you say that. But I don't believe Ted Kort did the voice for him. I think that was somebody else.
Alright, Ted.
Yeah. So all of the characters in Half-Life 2, all of their faces are based on real people. So you can go out and you can go see Eli Vance and Alex Vance and see all the people they're based on. It's really interesting.
I remember seeing that.
And Gabe Newell.
That's right. He was notoriously the face for the Nylon.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Sorry, Gabe. I apologize. Please don't hate me.
Make Half-Life 3. What are you doing? Not this VR experience. Actually, I'm still excited.
I am too. Which item can you not interact with? Hand dryer, microwave, piano, soda.
Oh. Okay. It took me a
I
second.
don't remember there being a piano.
The piano's from Max Payne. That's what I always remember from Max Payne.
There is no piano in Half-Life or Half-Life 2.
I don't think I've ever interacted with the hand dryer, though.
It doesn't do much. It just works,
Turns
right?
on.
So, I mean, you can interact with the sink and the toilet, but everybody knows that. So I was like, ooh, hand dryer. That's a little bit more clever. And then you can react with the microwave and do that.
Oh. That's actually an achievement in Black Mesa.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's like
And then-
ruin the lunch or...
I don't remember if in the first one
No,
you
there's
can do
something
this
else.
or if it's only in Black Mesa. But in Black Mesa, after the Resonance Cascade, there's a head crab in here and
Yeah.
you can nuke it, which is...
Well, there's actually a head crab setting on the microwave.
Oh, is
One
there?
of the buttons says head crab. Even before you go through the resonance cascade, it says
That's
that.
funny. I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Alright, which of these sets of aliens is not in Half-Life? Alien controllers and Nihilith, Behemoth and Overseer, Bull Squid and Hound Eye, Gargantua and Gonark. Do you know where the Overseer and Behemoth are from?
The Overseers are in episode 2, right?
Maybe. I don't know. So I stole them from Starship Troopers, actually.
Oh.
Is where I got them from.
Okay.
But there's a lovely Gonark. Look at it.
Can we not?
Look at it.
I'd really rather not.
I just love that the Gonark was named so childish. Be like, meh, gonads.
Okay, it's still on the screen.
Which weapon resembles a proton pack from Ghostbusters?
The fire hose.
Gluon gun, fizz gun, Tau cannon, or BFG?
Oh, I thought I said it. I'm like, oh, I'm pushing the button.
Yep, it's the Gluon gun. The BFG 9000 is from...
Doom.
Yeah, well done. A lot of people think it's from Duke Nukem, but it's not. It's from Doom. The fizz gun and the Tau cannon are both in Half-Life canon, but they are from different things. So the fizz gun is essentially the precursor to the gravity gun. And then the Tau cannon you have in Half-Life 1, it just does little pulses rather than like proton pack style beams.
Unless you charge it.
I didn't use it. Well, you can charge it, but it still does a pulse fire. It doesn't do...
Oh, sure, it's not a fire hose of death.
Yeah.
Which everyone called back.
Oh, yeah. The Gluon gun is the best. I love it.
No. Panic balls. In Crossfire, they'd be up there and they push the button, then you go pop and pop them through the door.
I like that.
I did love that.
I pretty much. Well, we can talk about it later, I guess.
Deathmatch.
We shouldn't record these. We shouldn't record these before we actually.
Now that is the problem, though, because generally we like to release these, as a precursor to it. But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we should record the episode while playing Deathmatch.
There we go. That could be fun.
I would be so distracted.
I know.
Yeah.
No, we won't be good. This would be like normal.
It would be an awful, awful thing.
All right. When was Black Mesa first released? So they just recently came out with Zen, but the initial release came out in 2012, 2014, 2016, or the same year as Table Negro.
Bum, 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 bum.
That long
It
ago?
was 2012. Can you believe
Holy
it?
cow.
So, I mean, think about the timeline. Half-Life was 1998. Half-Life 2 was 2004, just 6 years later. But then Black Mesa was 8 years after that, 2012. And then the finish to Black Mesa, which just recently came out, was like 7.5 years later.
That's
right?
pretty
That's a
crazy.
long time coming for a fan project, but I'm so glad they did.
But
It's a fan project.
Oh, yeah.
I understand why it took that long
Yeah.
after having played through.
It's a biggie.
Yeah.
All right, true or false, Half-Life was the first game to have a product key to prevent duplicate use for online play.
Huh.
No way.
It was, in fact, the first one for the online play, yeah. You don't have to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to not incriminate yourself.
When did StarCraft come out?
I don't know. But maybe it's that product keys were reusable between them?
And
They
is
weren't, because StarCraft they'd lock you to battle now.
Yeah, I don't
Is
know. I
it
didn't play StarCraft back then.
Half-Life that I'm remembering that you could type in all ones and it would work.
Oh, I don't know.
One of them did that, yeah.
I do know, though, however, that at LAN parties, we would frequently just take this key and we would brute force new ones, right? We would type in this key and then I would just, change random ones in there again and again. And after, about 200 attempts, you'd come up with a key.
200.
Oh, yeah, it took a while. I mean, because they're sparsely populated, but you can guess it.
And you can also type in the CDK to Steam, and it'll activate it.
Which is sweet. That's cool.
No.
I need to do that because I still have one. Well, but the problem is that all my Steam accounts already have Half-Life.
Yeah.
But I still have my original disc. This is not a picture of that because it was easier to Google it. But I do have my original disc.
I do too.
Nice.
Take a picture. I'll probably bring it on March 1st. All right. This enemy was cut from the game, but originally could knock weapons out of your hand, make your screen blurry by knocking your glasses off, and could, assault your nether region. What was his name?
Wow.
Yeah, so it was Mr. Friendly, not Veiny or Ramrod or Asgrab.
I think I only know that because of Gary's mod. I think.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's in Gary's mod.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he was cut because he was a little too extreme for them. But yeah, look at that magnificent stallion of a creature.
There it
I'm
is.
glad you did not fight that. That is terrifying.
Oh, indeed. All right, which of these is not a possible ending to Half-Life? Jump out of the tram window, placed into stasis, surrounded by alien grunts, or rage quit? Yeah, you cannot jump out of the tram window.
Yeah.
But you can rage quit. It's a valid ending.
Yeah. It's like the old joke. It's like, how do I take a screenshot? F10. And it kills the game.
All right, I think we're coming up to the end here.
Uh-oh.
At the beginning of the game, you can ruin a casserole by interacting with the microwave. In Half-Life 2, Episode 2, we discover this casserole belonged to this man. What is his name? It is Dr. Magnuson. Not Tommy Lee Jones, and he doesn't care that you're innocent.
I don't care.
Yeah, so unfortunately I did tell Clipper there was going to be a couple from Half-Life 2, and that may have
That
tipped
was the
table
difference. It was.
because Frosty wins
Wow.
by a margin of 1 point.
That was
Wow.
very close.
So I would
Close.
like to point out that the total is 21 points, which out of 25 questions, that means, you guys knew almost all of them. There was a couple that stumped you, but I had
Yeah.
some really difficult questions in there. So, Frosty,
So the victor
collect
of the
your
spoils.
prizes.
Very nice.
Now you can, doodle in a notebook with college rule lines.
Awesome.
All right.
Make a maze.
I will do that.
All right.
You look sunburned in this picture. It's just hanging out in radiation.
He looks tired. He was swinging that for a while.
So that is our quiz for Half-Life / Black Mesa. Hope you enjoyed us. Hope you are watching our streams. I've been streaming gameplay. We're going to do a podcast come March 1st, which we'll record here in a bit. But this is, some middle of the month content for you. So like, subscribe, share, go back and watch all our other quizzes. All
Please
that
do.
jazz.
Cool. We'll see you out there.
All right.
Enjoy. Sound like a pig.